sat in the corner there.
Oh, madam, 'tis poor Ovid in his exile.
What was he banished for?
His ambitious love. Madam, his misfortune touches me.
Was he successful in his amours?
There, he left us in the dark. He was too much a gentleman to tell.
If he was secret, I pity him.
If he was successful, I envy him.
How do you like that Venus over the chimney?
Venus? I protest, madam, I took it for your picture, but now that I look again, 'tis not handsome enough.
What a charm is flattery. If you would see my picture, there it is over that cabinet. How do you like it?
I must admire anything, madam, that has the least resemblance to you, but methinks, madam... Pray, madam, who drew it?
Famous hand, sir.
A famous hand? The picture indeed has your eyes, but where's the sparkling moisture, shining fluid in which they swim?
Had it been my lot to have matched with such a man.
Your breast, too. Presumptuous man. What paint heaven! There's the finest bed in that room, madam. Take it 'tis your ladyship's bedchamber.
And what then, sir?
I think the quilt is the richest I've ever seen, but I can't at this distance make out the embroidery. Will you give me leave, madam?
The devil take his impudence. Sure, if I gave him an opportunity, he durst not offer it. I have a great mind to try. Steph, what am I doing? And alone too? Sister!
I'll follow her close. For a Frenchman durst attempt a storm, a Briton may sure well the work perform.
Brother Martin!
Brother Scrub, I was not a-going. Oh, here's a guinea that my master ordered.
A guinea? Why, this light is a guinea! But I suppose you expect 1 shillings in exchange.
Not at all, I have another for Gypsy.
A guinea for her? Faggot and fire for the witch! So, give me that guinea, and I'll discover a plot. A plot? Aye, sir, a horrid plot. It must be a plot because there's a woman in it. Secondly, it must be a plot because there's a priest in it.
Yes.
Thirdly, it must be a plot because there's French gold in it. And fourthly, it must be a plot because I don't know what to make on it.
Nor anyone else, I'm afraid, Brother Scrub.
Truly, I'm afraid so too. And there was the priest with a riddle in one hand and an absolution in the other, and Gypsy has sold her souls to the devil. I saw the price paid down, and my eyes shall take their oath on it.
And is all this bustle about Gypsy? Did you hear nothing of Mrs. Sullen?
Oh, I did hear a word or two that sounded that way, yes, but whether it was Mrs. Sullen or Mrs. Dorinda, I could not distinguish.
And you've told this matter to nobody, brother?
No, sir, I thank you for that. I'm resolved not to speak one word until we have a peace.
You're in the right, Brother Scrub. There's a treaty between the Count and the lady. The priest and chambermaids are plenipotentiaries. It will go hard, but I find a way to be involved in the treaty. Where's the doctor now?
He and Miss Gypsy are devouring my lady's marmalade in the closet.
Martin!
I come, sir, I come!
But you forget the other guinea, Brother Martin.
Here, I give it with all my heart.
And I take it with all my soul! Oh, ecod, I'll spoil your plotting, Mrs. Gypsy, and if you should set the captain upon me, these 2 guineas will buy me off.
Well, sister, and well, sister, what becomes of my lord? What becomes of his servant? Servant? He's a prettier fellow and a finer gentleman by 50 degrees than his master.
Oh, my conscience. I fancy you could beg that fellow at the gallows foot.
Oh, my conscience, I fancy I could, provided I could put a friend of yours in his room.
You desired me, sister, to leave you when you transgressed the bounds of honour.
Thou dear censorious country girl, what dost thou mean? You can't think of the man without the bedfellow, I find.
There's nothing unnatural in that thought. While the mind is conversant with flesh and blood, it must conform to the humours of the company.
How a little love and good company improves a woman. Why, child, you begin to live. You never spoke before.
As I was never spoke to. My dear sister, my lord has told me that I have more beauty and wit than any other of my sex, and I do begin to believe that that man is sincere. My lover was on his knees to me.
And mine was upon his tiptoes to
Mine
me.
vowed to die for me.
Mine swore to die with me.
Mine spoke of the softest moving things.
Mine it is moving things too.
Mine kissed my hand 10,000 times.
Mine has all that pleasure to come.
Oh, mine offered marriage.
Oh, Lord, do you call that a moving thing?
'Tis the sharpest arrow in his quiver. My dear sister, my £10,000 may lie brooding here this 7 years and hatch nothing at last but some ill-natured clown like yours. Whereas, if I marry my Lord Amewell, there will be titled place, precedence, the park, the play, the drawing room, splendour, equipage, noise and flambeau. Oh, my Lady's Amewell's servants there. Lights, lights to the stairs. My Lady Amewell's coach put forwards. My Lady Amewell, make way for her ladyship. Oh, please not the moving thing. What? Melancholy all of a sudden.
Oh, happy, happy sister. Your angel has been watchful of your happiness, or mine has slept regardless of his charge. Long, smiling years of circling joys for you, but not 1 hour for me.
Shall we talk of something else?
Oh, Dorinda, I own myself a woman full of my sex. A gentle, generous soul, easy and yielding to soft desires. A spacious heart where love and all his train might lodge. And must the fair apartment of my breast be made a stable for a brute to lie in?
Meaning your husband, I suppose.
Husband? No. Even husband is too soft a name for him. But come, Dorinda. I expect my brother here tonight or tomorrow. He was abroad when my father married me. Perhaps he'll find a way to make me easy.
I hope, dear sister, that you don't find a way to make yourself easy in the meantime with my lord's friend.
You mistake me, sister. It happens with us as among the men. The greatest talkers are the greatest cowards. And there's reason for it. Those spirits evaporate in prattle, which might do more mischief if they took another course. Though, to confess the truth, I do love that fellow. And if I met him here, dressed as he should be, and I as undressed as I should be. Look ye, sister, I have no supernatural gifts. I can't swear I could resist the temptation, though I can safely promise to avoid it. And that's as much as the best of us can do.
And the awkward kindness of the good old motherly gentlewoman.
And the coming easiness of the young one. 'Sdeath, 'tis a pity to deceive her.
Nay, if you adhere to these principles, stay where you are.
I cannot stop, for I love her to distraction.
If you love her a hair's breadth beyond discretion, you must go no further.
Well, anything to deliver us from sauntering our way our idle evenings at White's, Tom's, or Will's, and to be stinted to bare lookings from our old friends the cards.
Strike while the iron's hot. This priest is the luckiest part of our adventure. He'll marry you and pimp for me.
And I should not like a woman who could be so fond of a Frenchman.
Alas, sir, necessity has no law. The lady may be in distress. Perhaps she has a confounded husband, and her revenge may carry her further than her love. Egad, I have so good an opinion of her and of myself that I begin to fancy strange things. And we must say this for the honour of our women, and indeed ourselves, that they do stand by their men, as they do their Magna Carta. And if the plot lies as I suspect, then I will have to put on the gentleman. But here comes the doctor. I shall be ready.
Save your noble friend.
Sir, may I crave your name?
What name is upon me? My name is Fogarjoy.
Foygard. A very good name for a clergyman. Pray, Dr. Foygard,
Were you ever in Ireland?
Ireland? No, what sort of place is that same island? They say the people there are get there when they're young, no?
And some of them when they are old. For example, sir, I arrest you as a traitor against the government. You're a subject of England, and this morning showed me a commission by which you served as a chaplain in the French army. This is death by our law, and your reverence must hang for it.
This is strange news you tell me. Father Foigard, a subject of England. The son of a burgomaster of Brussels. A subject of England, a bobo, eh?
The son of a bog trotter in Ireland.
Oui.
Sir, your tongue will condemn you before any bench in the kingdom.
And is my tongue or your evidence, Joe?
That's enough.
No, for I will speak English no more.
Sir, I have other evidence. Here, Martin. Do you know this fellow?
Save you, my dear cousin! How's your health?
There's my countryman, sure enough. And his brogue will hang mine. Ik weet niet heisa. Ik Universiteit Unity Sacrament.
Altering your language won't do, sir. This fellow knows your person and swears by your face.
Face! Is there a brogue upon my face too?
Upon my salvation there is joy, but cousin McShane, will you not put a remembrance upon me?
McShane. Boy St. Patrick, that is my name, sure enough.
Come, sir, we must deliver you into the hands of the next magistrate.
He sends you to jail in your tried and exercises, and away you go, swing into purgatory.
And is it so with you, cousin?
It will be so with you, cousin, if you do not immediately confess the secret between you and Miss Gypsy. The gallows or the secret, take your choice.
Gallows? No. I hate that same gallows, but it is disease that is vital to our family. Well then, gentlemen, there is nothing but the Count would meet with Mrs. Sullen in her chamber after dark. And there is no shame, Joy, for I am to conduct him to the place myself.
As I guessed. And have you communicated this matter to the Count?
No, I have not seen him since.
Right again. Well then, Doctor, you'll conduct me to the lady instead of the Count.
That is too much upon the brogue, eh?
Come, Doctor, imagine we have a rope around your neck, and if you don't offer to squeak, we'll stop your windpipe most certainly. Come, another job for you in a day or two, I hope.
Gentlemen, company comes this way. Let's into my chamber, and then can cut our affairs, father.
Come, my cousin, come along.
Well, gentlemen, it is a fine night for our enterprise. Dark as hell.
And blows like a devil. So our landlord here showed us the window where we got to break in. And tells us that plate stands in the wainscot cupboard in the parlour.
Aye, Mr. Bagshot, as the saying is. Knives and forks, and cups and cans, and tumblers and tankards. There's one tankard, as the saying is, that is near upon as big as me, which was a gift to the squire from his godmother, and smells of nutmeg and toast like an East India ship.
Then you say we must divide at the stairhead?
Yes, Mr. Hounslow, as the saying is. At one end of that gallery lies my Lady Bountiful and her daughter, and at the other, Mrs. Sullen. As for the squire,
He's safe enough already. Fairly anything. And half the sea's over already is. Such a scoundrels have got about him now. Again. Even I was ashamed to be seen in his colours. What time is it?
oh, gentlemen, it is now 12. You must set out at 1.
Hounslow, you and Bagshot see our arms are fixed and I'll come to you presently.
We will.
Well, my dear Bonnie, you assure me that Scrub is a coward?
A chicken, as the saying is. You'll have no creature to deal with but the ladies.
And I assure you, friend, there is a great deal of address and good manners that go into robbing a lady. I am the most of a gentleman that way that ever travelled the road. Well, I warrant you, this prize will be a galleon, a Vigo business. I warrant you, we shall bring off £3,000 or £4,000.
In plates, jewels, and money, as the saying is.
Aye.
You may.
Aye. I'll get up to town, sell off my horse and arms, buy some pretty little employment in the household and be as snug and as courtier and as honest as any courtier of them all.
And what think you of my daughter Cherry for a wife?
Look here, my dear Bonnie. Cherry is the goddess that I adore, as the song goes. But it is a maxim that man and wife should not have it in their power to hang one another. For if they do, the Lord have mercy on them both.